Hello guys, you are all welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking to you about the things you might not know about South Africa as a country. But first, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly click the subscription button down there because subscription is free, and also turn on the post notification bell so that YouTube is going to inform you immediately I drop new videos like this one. Please click the subscribe button, push this channel to 2,000 subscribers, and I'll say thank you to you guys. Please let's like and share this video so that YouTube is going to recommend the video to more people to watch. Comment what you think about South Africa in the comment section. I'll be glad to learn more from you, and I also reply messages quickly. Now let's dive into the video today. South Africa is a country located in the southern part of the African continent. South African name was derived from the geographical location of the country. At the initial stage, South Africa was called the Union of South Africa, and in 1961 the name was changed to Republic of South Africa. 4 former British colonies were merged together to make up South Africa. Nelson Mandela was inaugurated on the 10th day of May 1994 as the country's first black president. We all know Nelson Mandela as the greatest freedom fighter to have come out of the African continent. South Africa as a nation shares border with Namibia, Zimbabwe, Eswatini, which is the former Swaziland, Mozambique, and Botswana. Atlantic Ocean is to the west of South Africa, while the Indian Ocean borders South Africa to the south and the southeastern part of South Africa. I heard there are 11 official languages in South Africa, and the most commonly spoken languages are Afrikaans, English, Sepedi, and Sesotho. The others are Swazi, Swaziti, Songa, Swana, Venda, Isisoza, and Isisulu. I am not a South African, so I might not be pronouncing it the way it ought to be pronounced. Now let's talk about the landmass and the population of South Africa. South Africa covers an area of 1.2 million kilometers. If you compare it, it is somewhat larger than twice the size of France and slightly less than twice the size of Texas in the United States. South Africa happens to be the second largest country in Africa, coming after Nigeria, and the 5th largest country in the world, which is completely in the southern hemisphere. I think South Africa ranked number 25 globally in terms of population, as the country has an estimated population of about 59.3 million people in the year 2020. So let's talk about the system of government that they practice in South Africa. South Africa is a country that practices unitary parliamentary democracy. South Africa is the only country in the world with 3 capitals. Yes, they have the administrative capital, which is in Pretoria. They have the legislative capital, which is in Cape Town, and the judicial capital, which is in Bloemfontein. The Constitutional Court is located in Johannesburg. Johannesburg is the South Africa's largest city. So let's talk about the South African economy. I think the South African economy is the second largest economy in the whole of Africa. South Africa has the most technologically advanced industrialized economy in the continent. South African economy is also well diversified. So if you compare it to relatively to other African countries' economy, the South African economy can be categorized in the upper middle class, and we have few countries in the African continent that falls in this category. There should be around 10 countries. After the South African apartheid, the economy of the country has been growing as so many companies prefer South Africa to invest their money because of better infrastructural facilities and that is available in the country. So let's talk about their military base. The South African military is one of the strongest in Africa. I think it is coming second after that of Nigeria, because Nigeria is said to believe that Nigeria has the best military base in the whole of African continent. I think this is one of the reasons why South Africa as a country is relatively safe when you compare it to other African countries. So let's talk about the South African GDP per capita. Since the end of the South African apartheid, the GDP per capita of South Africa has been growing massively because the international sanctions placed on the country was removed, and this paved way for many investors to invest in South Africa. South Africa is the only country in the African continent that is among the G20, giving the country a edge over fellow African countries for investors to invest their money. So let's talk about sports. When it comes to sports, South Africa has made landmark achievements, most especially in the area of football. South Africa football is the best on the continent of Africa. There is no gainsaying about that. Starting from their pitches and the management of their football league, you can see that there is no African country that can match this country. So let's talk about the South African culture and people. South Africa as a country has diverse culture and religion. South Africa has several tribes in the country like most African countries. Some of the popular tribes in South Africa are the Zulu, which is the most popular tribe. We have the Soto, we have the Xhosa, we have the Tsonga, we have the Swana, we have the Swazi, and we have Venda tribes. South Africa has little or no cases of tribal clashes like some African countries. So let's move to religion and the religious tolerance in South Africa. There is freedom of religion and religion tolerance in South Africa as it has been enshrined in the constitution of the country. The South African constitution is very clear on this as it states that no person may be discriminated against on the basis of, among other things, religion, conscience, belief, culture or language, and the government of the country takes such serious. I think it is because they know the negative implication of violating the law of the country. So let's talk about tourism in South Africa. South Africa has so many tourist centers spread all over the country. The South Africa tourism industry contributes immensely to the revenue of the South African government and also provides a large chunk of employment opportunities to the teeming youths in the country. As a matter of fact, based on these two conditions, I think that is why the government of South Africa is taking tourism serious in South Africa. Also, so many foreigners from America and Europe visit South Africa for tourism purpose. So, and that is why they have to provide security for them so that they will keep on coming visiting South Africa for tourism. So let's talk about the electricity production in South Africa. The South African Ministry of Mineral Resources and Energy, which is the umbrella body in charge of electricity in South Africa, said that South Africa is generating well above 58,000 megawatts of electricity and about 75 to 80% of the megawatts comes from coal. So let's go about to security. As we all know that there are crimes in countries of the world. So also South Africa is not an exception, but what South African government make a priority is the safety of tourists. I think this is because they don't want insecurity to affect their tourism business. So as a tourist, you are relatively safe in South Africa because the government has tourism police that protects tourists. Let's talk about social amenities in South Africa. I think South Africa government is trying in regards to this because they made their commitment known that they want to make development of the country even so as to discourage rural urban migration to avoid congestion in the cities. Let's talk about unemployment rate and poverty rate. In this year alone, the year 2022, South Africa unemployment rate has dropped down to around 33%. Though the unemployment rate is double digit, but one thing that gives hope is the fact that the rate is dropping. So, and also according to World Bank definition of poverty, it can be said that 50% of South African population is living well below the poverty line, and about 25% of the population is experiencing food poverty, that is extreme poverty. So let's talk about inflation rate. Since the year 2017, the inflation rate in South Africa has been coming down. Even in the year 2020, that the world experienced a global pandemic, South Africa inflation rate came down to around 3.5%. Let's talk about the currency details of South Africa. South Africa rand is the currency that they spend in South Africa, and one rand at the time of making this video is equal to about 25 Nigerian naira, and also $1 is about 17 rand. So I think South African rand is the strongest currency in the continent as at the time of making this video. So let's talk about the foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment of South Africa has been going up and down over the past 3 decades. It got to an all-time high of over 500 billion rand and also to an all-time low of around 13.9 billion rand. Foreign direct investment is very much important to South Africa government because of low level of domestic investment in the country. So when people in the country are not investing, so they look outside for more people to come and invest in their country. They majorly depend on foreign investment to drive the economy of the country. My honest opinion, I think other African countries should learn a lot of things from South Africa, like the development in the country has made in the area of sport and in the area of attracting foreign direct investment, because South Africa is leading by example in these two areas. South Africa is also not doing bad in the area of tourism if you compare with other African countries. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section. You can also let me know the country you would like me to make video about next. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, people kindly click the subscribe button and be part of this amazing family. Also turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be informed immediately I upload another video like this one. Like and share this video so that YouTube can recommend it to more people to watch. Thank you for watching, as I'm going to see you in my next video.